The final part to this 4-part album series on Bob Dylan's debut album, doing a deep dive on the music and the lyrics. Hope you guys enjoyed the final part of this series. From the incredibly powerful and affecting House of the Rising Sun, which is the last track, we have Freight Train Blues. It's an early American hillbilly style country song. I don't know if is that word offensive. I'm not too sure, man. Song written by John Lair. He wrote it for Red Foley, who recorded the song with the title I Got the Freight Train Blues in '34. The tune was subsequently recorded by several musicians. So it seems like another adapted track by Dylan. Let's see what he could do with this style. I've not seen this version or style of music come up so far on the album. Here we go. Bang, bam. Okay.
I was born in Dixie in a boomer shack, just a little shanty by the railroad track. Freight train was what taught me how to cry. Humming of the drivers a lullaby. I got the freight train blues. Oh Lordy, mama, got 'em in the bottom of my rambling shoes. And when the whistle blows, I got to go. Baby, don't you know, it looks like I'm never gonna lose the freight train blues. Well, my daddy was a fireman and my mama, yeah, she was the only daughter of the engineer. My sweetheart loved the brakeman and it ain't no joke. It's a shame the way she keeps a good man broke. I got the freight train blues.
I think I get what he's trying to do there, right? He's mimicking the whistle of the train, right? Or the steam noises and stuff that comes out of the top of it, the burp, burp. I think that's what he's doing there, right? I totally see where he gets this style of fast-paced one-liners that he kind of perfects in later times. It's from tracks like this country music style that he's kind of learning about here first.
Oh Lordy, mama, got 'em in the bottom of my rambling shoes. So when the whistle blows, I got to go. Oh mama, don't you know, well, it looks like I'm never gonna lose the freight train blues. Well, the only thing that makes me laugh again is a southbound whistle on a southbound train. Every place I wanna go, I never can go because you know I got the freight train blues. Oh Lordy, mama, got 'em in the bottom of my rambling shoes.
I like the fact that the guitar almost plays like the running of a train, you know, it kind of has that rhythmic aspect to it, and the fact that he's also mimicking the horns and the whistles too. Listen, again, this is a style of music that is really difficult for me to kind of love on the first take. I don't love it. I just find it interesting, more so in the context of who Bob Dylan is and his inspirations, where he gets his style from. But, you know, as a 95 baby, 90s baby listening to hip-hop, this is a jump to try and kind of get this on the first time. But I like it. It's quirky, it's weird, man. It definitely has a style all in itself. I've never heard a song quite like this, or music quite like this. All right, on to the next. Song to Woody is one of the original tracks composed by Bob Dylan for this album. It's written by him for his idol, Woody Guthrie. Thus the name of the song celebrates his folk heroes, primarily Woody Guthrie. It borrows the tune from Guthrie's 1913 massacre. Dylan revisit Woody Guthrie in the 63 poem Last Thoughts on Woody Guthrie, released on the bootleg tapes. Now, I chose this picture on purpose as well to show. I've always loved this picture. I thought it was so cool. And then you realize, oh, okay, I see what the inspiration is. And it kind of goes to prove the point that Picasso said, where he has that really cool quote. Good artists borrow, great artists steal. I think that's how it goes, and it's proven through this. Even the great Bob Dylan did the same thing. He took his style from someone. He always has to come from somewhere else, and then you build upon it. I always find that to be cool, and I don't think it's a negative thing at all. Here we go with the track.
I'm out here 1,000 miles from my home, walking a road other men have gone down. I'm seeing your world of people and things. Here paupers and peasants and princes and kings.
Immediately, when you listen to a Dylan song, you can tell. Immediately. And it's lines like this: your paupers and peasants and princes and kings. The kind of grand imagery that this man conjures up, right? He's been doing covers this whole album, except for that one track beforehand. I think it's called Talk in New York. You could tell this is a Dylan song. That's how unique his style is and great his style is.
Hey, hey, Woody Guthrie, I wrote you a song about a funny old world that's a-coming along. Seems sick and it's hungry, it's tired and it's torn. It looks like it's a-dying and it's hardly been born.
Wow.
Hey.
Didn't I talk about that kind of Dylan signature move of putting two things that are opposites next to each other? It looks like it's a-dying and it's hardly been born. That's such a Dylan line.
Hey, Woody Guthrie, but I know that you know all the things that I'm a-saying and a-many times more. I'm a-singing you this song, but I can't sing enough, 'cause there's not many men who've done the things that you've done. Here's to Cisco and Sonny and Lead Belly too, and to all the good people that traveled with you. Here's to the hearts and the hands of the men that come with the dust and are gone with the wind. I'm a-leaving tomorrow, but I could leave today, somewhere down the road someday. The very last thing that I'd want to do is to say I've been hitting some hard traveling too.
Beautiful. I think the essential style of Dylan to take a concept or a thing or format and but achieve something greater with it. Tell something more through this quite simple concept, which is a love letter or a thank you letter to his hero, but say so much more. Like, this is a great example, this verse 3. So he's telling Woody Guthrie about this world that is coming to be. A funny, I guess it was verse 2, that's my mistake. Hey, hey, Woody Guthrie, I wrote you a song about a funny old world that's coming along. So he, in his letter, tells of a grander tale, almost like a journalist would. That's what I've always felt about Bob Dylan. He uses his tracks like a journalist. He's analyzing, he's telling you how he sees the world, but he just does it in song format instead of a news report, which makes it all that more cooler. Great track. On to the last song of the album. Here we go. The final track on Dylan's debut album, called See That My Grave Is Kept Clean, is a song recorded by American blues musician Blind Lemon Jefferson in two slightly differing versions in 27 and 28, and it became one of his most famous compositions, of course, partly because of the fact that Dylan then goes on to cover it. So let's hear Dylan's version of the track. This is said to be a bluesy type song. almost tell by the title of the song.
Well, there's one kind of favor I'll ask of you. Well, there's one kind of favor I'll ask of you. There's just one kind of favor I'll ask of you. You can't see that my grave is kept clean. And there's 2 white horses following me. And there's 2 white horses following me. I got 2 white horses following me, waiting on my burying ground. Did you ever hear that coffin sound? Did you ever hear that coffin sound? Did you ever hear that coffin sound? Means another poor boy's underground. Did you ever hear them church bells tone? Have you ever heard them church bells tone? Did you ever hear them church bells tone? Means another poor boy is dead and gone.
Very
when my
dark
heart
song.
stopped beating, my hands turned cold. And my heart stopped beating and my hands turned cold. And my heart stopped beating and my hands turned cold. Now I believe what the Bible told. There's just one last favor I'll ask of you. And there's one last favor I'll ask of you. There's just one last favor I'll ask of you. See that my grave is kept clean.
Really dark song, man, about like a premonition of your death. Wow. It's almost like he, having seen these visions of what happens when he dies, then reaches out to maybe a friend and asks him, hey, I think life's almost coming to an end now, so my last thing that I'm asking for you is that you take care of my my grave, essentially, right? But this I really like verse 4, and my heart stopped beating and my hands turned cold. He's like literally dreaming or seeing this premonition of him die. Repetition, repetition, and then I believe that the Bible told. Wow. There was about the church bells part as well, this part right here. Really dark, repetitive aspects that exist in blues music that I think are very chilling, very haunting. All in all, interesting listen. Did I love every song? No. This style is really hard to get used to. It takes a while to appreciate the type of music, to be jolted into this genre of music as well. It can be quite difficult, but I loved many aspects of the track, of the album. I loved Dylan's vocal performances. Really emotive, great singing, haunting voice. I liked that he almost performed every song as if he was there telling you the story. He felt those emotions, even though some of them were covers. The 2 best songs from the album were House of the Rising Sun. That is a brilliant track, 10 out of 10. Really kind of transformed it into this dark, somber tale, man. And then was the very beautiful Man of Constant Sorrow, which was more a tale about a guy who kind of leaves his home behind and goes on this adventure, which is his life. It was really beautiful. I like the music on that one too. And again, as a kind of lover of music, it's cool to see more so the inspiration behind one of the most significant figures in music. Where does he get all this style? Where does he get his style from? Where does he get his very unique way of approaching music? And you can kind of see that from his inspirations, this Woody Guthrie style, this really fast one-liner, non sequitur style of talking blues, I guess it would be called, that he goes on to perfect. All of that exists in here. The 2 most interesting also parts of this one are the 2 songs that he wrote, and you can see the brilliance of the man already in his early format, raw, rough. But hopefully the next album brings more originals by Dylan, which I'm much more interested in. So I'll catch you guys on that one or any other albums that I'm covering. I'm trying to cover albums in full, just like this one here. So I'll see you guys then. Glad you guys were here for the journey. This was a very, very cool experience for me. Peace.